your dolphin. So, setup-wise for me, very, very good, okay? Once you get that posture of the ball. Now, I'll send the clips through from the photographs on the phone I've got there, okay? I'll message them through to you so you can see where your posture is and what the angle needs to be. As we said, we're trying to get your kind of spine angle tilted over, so your belt buckle line will kind of match up with your shaft line, okay, in terms of your golf club, okay?
It feels so much better.
Yeah, you just relax into the golf, with your arms don't look so pinched together from a sort of face-on perspective, okay? Now, the swing thought, and the only swing thought, okay, is to get this lead hip to move towards target, okay? There's your setup, there's impact. That's how much it's moving at the moment. It could move a little bit more, okay? You felt like you're moving miles to the left, obviously. So there's your hip there.
So it's quite aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously kind of progressive bit by bit as you go through there. You do move away from it slightly, okay? And then you move into it, okay? You've got to move into that left hip, okay? You look at the tour players, when they go from sort of like that position there, they'll put lines on... Straight line would be helpful, wouldn't it, guys? You put a line down there and a line down there. And you look at their impact, their bodies probably move to there and there. They move ever quite, not a lot, but more, certainly more than what you've got at the moment there now, okay? And as we said, your low point of your golf club is going to be affected by where your hip is, okay? If the hips haven't moved too far to the target, your club's going to probably bottom out early. Now, what will happen? Either you hit the ground early and you dump the club in the ground and just miss it, or you go, oh, that's crap, I'll miss the ground, and you top the golf ball. One of the two, okay? And then the shots are just like scuttled on the ground, pinging off the side, and you're always making adjustments to not do what you don't want to do, is hitting the ground back here. But that all comes from the lack of body movement to target, which I think sometimes comes from being that tense, stiff, locked arms, too upright posture, okay? So if we relax into the setup position, take the tension out. You've got, I think the one you said that went really well, you said you just felt your grip pressure relaxed. And as we said, the one you went really, really good, the one about 180, 190 in the air, nice flight, you'd laughed 30 seconds before the shot. So you just generally relax yourself anyway. So trying to get in that kind of relaxed, chilled out state of mind is definitely going to help. But swing-wise in the top of the backswing's fine, good shoulder turn, okay? Again, we know that arm's going to be a little bit hinging, but it's not collapsing. It's still getting some width there in your backswings. That's good. As we start moving now, that hip's going to move towards target, as you can see. Head staying nice and kind of centered there in terms of impact, okay? As you come back to the impact, your head is behind the ball with the green line, and your hands are in front of the ball with the green line. So that's good. You've got a bookend. We said before, you bookend the impact position. Hands are in front. Head's behind. That's great. And then through to a nice kind of follow through up on the left side there with all your weight now. And that's a telling sign. That foot doing that, showing you're moving this way towards target, yeah? Very often you've been sort of putting a lot of pressure on your back leg there. That toe's coming off the toe a little bit more. It could come a smidgen more there. It's a little bit of a crease on the toe, but you are starting to move generally more so in that direction towards target, okay? If we can move that way, we've got a chance. If you hang back on it, or you stiffen up, or you tense up, everything's off the back foot, and the club then when it swings past it, it's just basically like a wild dog on the end of a lead. You just got no control of it, okay? So that's going to be the swing thought. Just to add into there some of the sort of drills we sort of discussed there today in this session, okay? If you're having a real good mare of it, okay? Put a ball there, a ball there, a ball there, a ball there, and just trying it all five of them from the same position. Now you have to move your body into position to do that. And that might mean leaning forward, leaning back, moving left, moving right. You're moving yourself all over the place to change your low point to hit these specific golf balls as you hit them, yeah? And again, it hasn't got big hits. I mean, the first time you did it, as we saw, was a bit of a comedy area. And the third or fourth time was actually, okay, pretty good. The middle one was very good. The third and fourth shots sort of around here were okay. And the ones that were really close and a bit further away, you topped them. Hey, to be fair, you're not expecting much more than that, to be fair. But as you get better at doing that and controlling that club face, you'll get more and more control of that, and then more control of the ball's going to go, yeah? And that, for me, is the biggest thing, okay? Now, again, just because you can do that doesn't mean you're going to be a good golfer, but good golfers can do that. Yeah, it's like the same as skills and like keepy uppies and tricks that football players can do, okay? All these guys do all these sort of trick shows and like flick up through their head and all that. They can do that. Doesn't mean they're a good football player, but good football players can do that. Just a skill and an ability to have the control with that ball, or in the golfing case with a golf club, yeah? So you're going to work on that movement, practice different things, and if it has a day where it just completely goes to pot, it's going to be a chip and putting one day. And you'll get the odd day, just think, okay, don't just keep trying to bash it away and just keep getting tighter and tighter. Just chill out. Sit down for a little bit, have a coffee, have a Coke, whatever, have a bit of a putt. Just take away that kind of tension and stress. And if you're free yourself, you're sort of sweating, you're getting hot and bothered, just like, yeah, no good. Because you're never going to swing the golf club in that state well anyway. Even if you were swinging really good, if you're in that kind of physical, sort of riled up state, yeah, very, very unlikely going to be any good. And all you're going to do is encouraging the bad habits, aren't you? So,
Okay.
make sense?
Okay, it does.
Happy with that, yeah?
Yeah.
Kind of feel yourself moving up towards it. I mean, the confidence on those sort of fibres there, you're going to get more. I mean, just look at the scattering on that ball. You've hit 66 golf balls today, okay, in that session. There's a couple of ones off the side there, but there's generally a kind of a middle-ish pattern. The first few chip shots there, obviously, the ones we did there with the sort of the funky games, there's going to be a few to the right there. But generally speaking, there's a pattern of golf shots just left of the green line, so you're getting a draw.
Yeah.
And a nice sort of wedge the first lot, then your 8 iron, then your 7, and the hybrid at the top there, okay? So you're kind of getting the ball kind of, if you sort of drew a fairway line up there, 60 to 70% of those golf balls are going to be in the fairway, maybe even more so. There's a couple at the top there with the hybrid that, yes, we would miss the fairway, but for the most part, the one that was 41 yards left at the top there, the ones that are then back in that sort of cluster, about sort of 20 yards offline. Well, that's in play in it. That last one there, 12 yards offline. Brilliant.
Okay.
Okay, mate?
Yeah.
Good stuff.